Hello my loves, my name's Jozefien and I'm with Mountain Women. I am in Dimitrovgrad, Bulgaria at the moment, and we've just had our first sun since like a week and a half now. It's been grey, I feel like I have energy again, so I am going to talk to you today about being here in Bulgaria. I am here now for about a week. And I plan to stay here for a month, and the reason why I came here is because Bulgaria has a lot of things to offer. Like the rent and the hotels here are way lower priced comparing to Switzerland and Italy, and I wanted to show you the costs of things here, costs of hotels, costs of food. And without further ado, let's go into the intro, and I'll talk about this stuff after the intro. See you soon. So first things first is accommodation. I've been here now for a week and I have had different types of accommodation. I stayed in hostels, I stayed in hotels, I stayed in a spa wellness hotel, and the prices here are different compared to Italy and compared to Switzerland. For example, for the hostel per night, that was just the room or the bed that I was sleeping in. You pay 7 euros per night, and it didn't include any food whatsoever. But it was a hostel room with 8 beds, and it was really comfortable. But in my personal opinion, it was a little bit too busy. So I moved to a spa hotel in Velingrad, which was 104 euros for 3 nights. So I'm guessing that's about 35 euros per night, and that included breakfast and dinner. So it included 2 meals. And then I moved here in Dimitrovgrad to another hotel, and that was 20 euros per night for a single room. In regards to food, I went to a Kaufland this morning. So these are the supermarkets they have in Germany as well. I didn't know they had these in Bulgaria neither, but they do have little convenience stores as well that are just have fruit and vegetables. But I'm gonna take you to Kaufland and show you the prices of some of the items there, and I'm gonna do some shopping, and then let's see what I got afterwards. So here is the haul of today. It came to 8,40, which is about 4 euros 20. I don't really know what all of them are, but how expensive everything is or how much everything costs, but I do know the cucumber was 51 cents. I also went into like kind of a stationery and what would you call it? It's like stationery, and you could buy mugs and silverware and plates, so this kind of store. And I'll show you what the prices are of a couple of items there. Something I also recommend is when you get to Bulgaria is to buy a SIM card, and I did. I bought mine with Vivacom, and I got 6 gigabytes of data and a Bulgarian phone number, and I only paid 8 lev for this for a month, which is about 4 euros. And they have 5G in Bulgaria in most places, so you can say that the internet is really fast and very it's very comfortable to use phone services and internet services here. Most hotels have Wi-Fi as well, and that's included into your into your room price. And their internet, it can be at some times during the day, usually at 5-6 o'clock when everybody comes back and everybody's using the internet all at the same time, then it gets a bit slow, the internet. But so far I've been able to edit videos here, I've been able to work properly, so internet is really good. To get around you can take trains and buses, and I am going to take the bus today to Karjali from Dimitrovgrad, which is about an hour, 2 hours with the bus, and I paid 7 lev for this bus, which is about 3.5 euros. The trains are cheaper, so if I would have gone by train, I guess I would have paid maybe 6 lev, 5 lev, which is like 2.5 euros. I did take the train from Sofia to Velingrad, and that costed about 8 lev. You get to see a lot of the landscape from the train, so it's I really enjoyed traveling by train, and I think I will in the future again. I just decided to take the bus today because it's a little bit faster. But one of the things I also really enjoy about Bulgaria is that there's so much nature here, and you can go anywhere, especially if you go to the mountains. There are lots of really beautiful hiking trails, and they are well maintained. There's maps and there's signage next to the trails so you don't get lost. And this is why I like this country so much, because I couldn't travel in a country where, or I couldn't stay in a country where you don't have easy access to hiking trails or to be able to get out into nature easily. Of course, I flew here with Ryanair from Bergamo, Italy. I flew into Sofia. Flights go and return were 25 euros in total. That is the lowest fare that they have. I decided to take this fare because I wanted to really travel light, and I wanted to kind of force myself to not pack as much as I usually do, because I knew I was going to travel by train and travel by bus. I knew I would get really confused in stations, and it's really less stressful if I just have a really small backpack with me and I'm not hauling a suitcase. I chose the lowest fare, which is just basically a small item of hand luggage, and that came to 25 euros in total. In regards to real estate, so I'm staying here at the Happy Hippie hostel, and there's a horse. So I've been staying here for a couple of days now, and the reason why I came here is because I wanted to talk to the owner about buying property here in Bulgaria. And he is someone who has bought an old school building, and he's originally from South Africa and then worked for a long time in Europe, and then eventually about 14 years ago bought this property here and renovated it throughout the years. So I asked him about how easy it is to buy something here, and he said immediately like, oh yeah, sure, I could like help you find something if you wanted to. So I've been looking online. You can buy a house here for like 7,500 euros, which is really affordable, and I found a house with some land for like 5,200 square meters for 10,000 euros. Then I found another one near Jambol, which has 7,000 square meters of land, and for 10,000 euros. And then I found another one which was like 5,490 square meters for 14,000 euros. So, and there's also just land. If you're looking for land to build something on, you just don't want to renovate, you just want to build your own home, then you can find something for like 12,500 euros. So all in all, Bulgaria is insanely affordable if you want to get into the property market. Or if you're just looking for a home for yourself, if you want to just live here temporarily during the year, they have a lot of plots available where there are already fruit trees and that the gardens are already developed, and you just need to put a little bit of money towards renovating it, or you need to renovate it yourself, which is very, very affordable. Oh, it's a bit uneven ground here. So in case you didn't want to buy a property and you just wanted to do a long-term rental or a short-term rental, how much does it cost to get a monthly rental? So I went on Best Bulgarian Properties, I think was the website. At least I think it was. I'll link it down below. So I looked for a house around Varna, or an apartment near Varna, because it's a really beautiful coastal city, and the maximum amount that I would be willing to pay would be like 550. Actually, I started with what I could get under 350 euros a month, and I found a one-bedroom flat for 350 euros a month in Varna, with a 75 square meter surface. So it's really, really very affordable to have like a short-term rental, or to have like a rental here in Bulgaria. And if your budget is a little bit, or if you want to have a little bit more comfort, then I also looked up until 550, and I found a really lovely 100 square meters 2-bedroom flat for 450 euros per month. When we are talking about short-term rentals, my favorite place to get a short-term rental is on Airbnb. And I looked there, I went on their website, and I tried to find something for the 1st of December up until the 1st of January and see what comes up. And I did found a 416 euros per month for a house near Burgas, or in Burgas, which is also a really lovely coastal city, and you get an entire house for this. So it's really very affordable to rent something in Bulgaria. And if you're not really sure about committing to like real estate or buying some real estate here, you can just find, or you're just looking for a place for the short term where you just want to spend a couple of months working on projects, then Bulgaria is really, really a good option to come to. Well, darlings, that was the video of the week. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope this gave you lots of information about life in Bulgaria. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you next Thursday in the next video. Bye, darlings. Mwah. And I am in Velingrad, Bulgaria. No, I'm not in Velingrad.